I'm going to introduce my neighbor and my good ally from North Dakota, Senator Heitkamp.
Yeah, you forgot to mention the #1 wheat producer in the country.
Well,
I can
we're-
say that now that Pat's gone because he might challenge me. Colin and I have been in this trade discussion. Colin's a little modest because I don't know a lot of congressmen who, hop on a plane to fly literally hundreds of hours to attend meetings that no one else in the world knows is going on. And you might wonder why two members from states like North Dakota and Minnesota are engaged, because we represent rural America. We represent that part of the trade policy that's considered commodities and agricultural commodities, large agricultural commodities. And our farmers are as sophisticated on trade policy as anyone you want to meet. Our farmers understand what this means. They understand what this means for the future of their children in terms of making sure that they stay on the farm. I like to say 95% of all potential consumers in the world do not live in this country. If we abandon trade policy, if we abandon trade discussions to simply the 30-second soundbite, we will fail. Our trade deficit will grow, and our economy will be diminished if we do not do everything that we can to fairly access those markets. Now, a lot of us who have followed agricultural trade know that over the years, the United States has been accused of excess subsidization. We have worked very hard, and as Colin just told you, have been told many times all of our good ideas were not good ideas. I mean, I don't many times, Amber Box was thrown at us regarding different trade policies that we want to take to benefit the commodity producers in our states. So when I have to go out and defend trade agreements, the single most important story I can tell is we are enforcing the agreements that we have. That those agreements are not just written on paper, opening up our markets, and that everybody can access our markets, but they keep their trade non-compliant policies in force. That's why this day is so important to North Dakota. It's important because the message is sent, we will take aggressive action in the WTO when we see trade policy fail, when we see trade policies in other countries wrongly administered to the disadvantage of our producers. And so I want to congratulate the Secretary and the Ambassador for this aggressive action. I will close with one final notion. If we do not do this, if we don't, as the Congressman said, if we don't amp up our enforcement, even beyond this, we will have a nation that will be unwilling to do trade agreements, because they don't believe that those trade agreements are fairly enforced. And so this kind of action today is absolutely critical to promoting trade policy for the future of our country.